Welcome, everybody. I am Sam.
I'm Amy.
And alongside with us, we got Hayden. Say hello.
I'm David Hasselhoff.
And welcome to the Average Joe Show.
So today we got a good episode idea. We compiled a list of movies that we watched in the last little while that are the peak definition of summer movies, and ones that we sort of liked growing up. And so these movies include, but it's not just limited to these three summer movies, because I think there's other good movies. But we watched Surf's Up, a SpongeBob movie, and Scooby freaking Doo. So what are you drinking today, Amy?
I have a Voltage Mountain Dew. Definitely not Baja Blast.
Yeah. Okay, now I have to explain myself. On my way over here, I'm like, fellas, I'll run to the gas station and grab the new Baja drinks. And I walk into the Maverick. I walked into the one that's right next to the apartment. And they didn't have the Bajas there. So we're going to postpone that. So yeah, I replaced it with other Mountain Dew drinks.
Yep.
Because I got a regular Mountain Dew. What did you get, Hayden?
Mountain Dew Spark. Definitely not Baja.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Don't attack me. Please. Okay. I feel like movies, just a little like preview, you know, a little setup, you know. I'm trying to, I don't know. Movies of the summer, they're an aesthetic. I feel like you got your Jaws, you got your Sandlots, you got your Hotel Transylvania when they go on vacation. You got your 50 First Dates, I guess. You got your...
Is that one a summer movie?
It's
or is
on
it just in
beach.
Hawaii?
It's just on the beach. And I'm pretty sure also if... I don't know. When I think of summer aesthetic, you think of the beach. You think of the barbecues. You think of the weird shenanigans. You think of the 104 days of summer...
Vacation.
I know what you're referencing.
The problem of our generation is finding a good way to spend it.
Like maybe watching Scooby Doo and Monsters Incorporated. I meant Mr. Incorporated.
Close enough.
I couldn't do it to the beat of that. We're doing the Phineas and Ferb intro, if you knew that. That's another summer aesthetic.
Dude, just one summer, just watching all of Phineas and Ferb.
Yeah, honestly.
Ranking the episodes.
Dude, don't tempt me. Yeah. So let's start out with a classic. Well, when I say I actually didn't watch this from start to finish until like probably 2 years ago. But I've seen like bits and pieces plenty of times. But that's Surf's Up, baby. Not to confuse you with the other penguin movie that swept the nation. That is Happy Feet. Not the Penguins of Madagascar.
And not March of the Penguins either.
Yeah. What's your thoughts on the movie initially? Or here's a little breakdown of what the movie is. Have you ever heard of a talk show documentary thing? Have you ever heard of sports? That's what this movie is. So the movie talks about Cody Maverick, who in the heck is Cody Maverick? He's a penguin from Antarctica. He's a big fan of Big Z. Who's Big Z? He's a big Z. Not literally, but he's a big penguin.
Oh my gosh. Unhinged.
He surfs and it's up. There's tank and then there's balloons that go in and then there's all these trophies that are kissed upon by tank. There's Napoleon Dynamite who's a chicken. I'm pretty sure the kung fu instructor from or the mixed martial arts dude from Napoleon Dynamite is Tank.
Mm-hmm.
Rex Kwando, that's his name.
Bruh.
We got
Zoe Deschanel.
yeah, sure. Oh wait, Zoe Deschanel,
Yeah.
lady from Elf.
Yeah.
We got I don't know. I was just gonna do the Tank.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Cody Maverick. Oh, Shia LaBeouf.
Sam.
So Shia LaBeouf plays Cody Maverick. Cody Maverick wants to be a surfer. Oh, Big Lebowski's also in it. Sorry. Jeff Bridges.
Cody Maverick built that surfboard in a cave with a box of scraps.
Gosh. Okay, Cody Maverick, he wants to be a surfer and he goes and surfs.
Oh, dude, my head hurts.
That's basically the movie. And then you have weird shenanigans. Why are they penguins? I don't know.
Why are there emperor penguins that are from the Antarctic and they're not in the Antarctic? It's the other ones. And they're the ones on the beach.
Oh, so wait, emperor penguins aren't supposed to live in
Yeah, they're
Antarctica.
the big ones.
Yeah, but they don't live in Antarctica?
No, they do.
But
And there's none in Antarctica at the little town.
no, there literally are. They're the one that Robin Williams played. It's,
They're not emperor penguins either.
I know that, but you would okay.
Elijah Wood's one.
Elisha Wood.
Yeah, he's Mumble.
Oh.
Happy Feet. Sam.
I'm like, wait.
I'm playing off of your show, but then you forgot the joke. And you're like, what are you talking about? You threw the ball into my court and immediately forgot about it.
Yeah, I threw the ball in and then sat on the bench. And then just forgot that I was at a basketball game.
I love it because my analogy was, my brain was thinking tennis. Yours is basketball. Wow.
Okay. So, honestly, why don't we have comedy movies that are centered around like sports documentaries? Because I think it's funny.
It's just so fun.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. Because also a lot of them, like a lot of like the random like background characters like that have lines.
Mm-hmm.
Those are like real professional surfers.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a part where it was the part where it's like, but yeah, what's the best part of surfing? And like it has like.
Oh, it has a little slow motion montage of people in the wave.
Yeah, and people talking about like, oh, this is the best part. But yeah, those are actual surfers, and I'm pretty sure some of the like a lot of those like penguins that have like a more unique look to them, they're probably based off of the surfers that they're voiced by.
Probably. Like I'm trying to think of like there's the dude with like the long the one that's supposed to look like an actual like surfer dude like from
I think he's
coast.
Australian too.
Oh, is he?
I think so.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah.
And there's the guy with like the poofy hair.
Oh yeah, the poofy hair.
Yeah. And then I'm sure the other guy that also is like usually like talking to him, like his co-host.
Yeah, like the co-host commentator dude.
Yeah.
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 Do you think what's his name? Well, this joke is probably already ruined because we already know he's not a surfer.
The kids.
No, the guy who owns the weird rodent looking thing.
Oh yeah, dude, that's Hades.
Huh?
Hades from Hercules, like the
Oh
Disney
yeah,
one.
yeah.
That's him.
Yeah.
I was sitting there the whole time like, I know his voice, but I don't know who it is, and it's killing me. And I looked it up, and I was like, dude, it's him!
It's him!
It's him!
Yeah. I actually really like the cast in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I still... Okay. The one thing that really bugs me, this could have worked as like if everybody learned how to surf in this cast, which I think that's a big reason of why they didn't do this. They could have easily had everybody. They could have done a live action movie, had all the same voice actors play their characters.
But it's so fun seeing them as penguins, though.
But can you imagine Jeff Bridges just sitting on a surfboard in the middle of
him jumping on one, like on a platform?
Yeah.
Being like, alright, we gotta test it.
Yeah.
I am the wave.
Like if you see him with his long hair and like his how he looks in Big Lebowski.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. He looks like a legendary surfboarder, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Shia LaBeouf looks like the kind of guy that like when that movie was made, like they look like all the characters look like who they would play. Like, like I can't ever remember. I want to say Bill Hader, and I know it's not. Who's the guy from Napoleon Dynamite? What's his name?
Bill Hader. That's so funny.
I know. I just
Josh Hader or something like that.
John Heater.
John Heater.
Yeah, John Heater. Because he would totally look like a guy that's from Wisconsin. Was it? No, Lake. Was he from Lake Michigan? Or was he from Wisconsin?
That's where he was surf, is in Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
But he was from somewhere around
Nebraska.
He was from Montana where there's no water. Sorry, Montana, there's no water. We took it.
He's from Kentucky.
He was from Kentucky.
Oh wait, were we talking?
His dad got turned into a bucket.
A 6-piece combo.
Yeah.
I was sitting here like, oh yeah, we're still talking about the actor, right?
He's from Idaho, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure. But yeah, honestly though. You know, okay, I think it absolutely kills me. We talked about this when we first watched the movie, but why penguins? Penguins are like...
Why not? I can also see it being like, oh yeah, people don't really look good in 3D animated movies, so we're just going to do animals.
Because we were talking about this, that this all came out, like, this movie came out, I think, at the same time as March of the Penguins, and...
Oh yeah, like a big penguin craze.
Yeah, and like...
the 2004 penguin movie craze.
Yeah, Penguins of Madagascar, well, just Madagascar, Happy Feet, Surf's Up, March of the Penguins. I think they all came out within the same 2 years.
Yeah.
I just think it's funny that, like, all of those different, like, all those other movies that have penguins in it make sense. But Surf's Up, it's not like, I don't think it's like the cuteness appeal. It's just like, oh, penguins are selling right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's like when everything had a baby form, like Baby Groot, Baby Yoda. Well, Baby Yoda was like 3 or 4 years after.
But there's still like a bunch of other like baby stuff in between.
Like everything was like, oh, we need to make everything look younger.
Baby.
Yeah. Some fun parts.
Sorry, I was trying to look up why it was penguins, but then it was just an article of just listing all of the movies around that time that had to do with penguins.
Wait, what other ones
was,
did you
like,
see?
cool.
What other ones did you see that?
There was a short.
Like anything popular?
Let me see. There's the Oscar-winning short, The Wrong Trousers.
I remember that
Then
one.
Madagascar.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Feet.
Mm-hmm.
Surf's Up.
Mm-hmm. Is that it?
No, there's more. March of the Penguins.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. I think it was more talking about just penguins in movies.
Yeah. I think it's just weird. Like, penguins are cool, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
They're super smelly and disgusting, but...
They're birds.
Yeah. I think it's my least favorite part of going to a zoo, is going to the penguin area.
Sam, have you seen the videos of people at zoos where they get this penguin and he walks on this mat that has like ink on it,
Mm-hmm.
and then walks over a piece of paper and he makes art with it.
Yeah, that's different than just sitting, looking at some penguins as they smell.
But they sound funny.
But I think the smell of a penguin
Okay, but
exhibit.
you can plug your nose.
No, it's already entered your pores at that point.
Okay, but that's any zoo with any animal. All animals are stinky.
But specifically, I think penguin exhibits, it's like a nostalgia smell, but not the good kind, you know? Because I don't go to a lot of zoos.
You almost made me spit my water out. It's like nostalgic, but in a bad way.
Yeah.
It smells like fish poo.
Oh.
Fishy poo.
Fishy poo.
Poo that is
Fishy.
fishy.
What was up with that one part in Happy Feet where he's at the zoo and it's like real people? I hate it.
Because alien abduction.
Alien abduction. I still hate it though.
It's pretty bad. It's just I wrote a paper on this. I wrote a college paper. I was starting to write a college paper on this. We'll correct that. Yeah. Almost wrote I wrote like a draft for it.
Mm-hmm.
Just to introduce the idea to my professor. And then I just never finished that class after that. I dropped out. It's whatever.
It's fine.
You're deep diving into Sam lore. We don't need it. I watched that movie twice in 1 week. It was not a good idea. It was not fun. It's just to show. It's just showing that zoos are against the environment because zoos are bad.
That movie has just a lot of stuff going for it.
Yeah, that's the biggest problem with the movie. It has way too much
It
going
has
on.
aliens. It has
Overfishing.
Environmental stuff. Overfishing. Religious and stuff.
You have dancing. You have singing. You have terrible, almost racist impersonations of Mexican people.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going to talk about that because we're talking about Surf's Up, people.
The better one, where it doesn't have racist stuff.
But
in
instead, it has children throwing themselves in the ocean and just wanting. The kid.
Oh, Arnold! Not again. I love how she has a squid for like a little, like the little paddle thing.
Yeah. He was the best running gag. Arnold just everybody running out to the beach with their surfboard, and then she comes over and snags Arnold. She's like, "No, you're not going out there, bud."
Don't even think about it. Oh man. The interviews with the kids are so funny because it feels like they just put like a bunch of kids in a booth and they just started talking.
Yeah, they're like, "Tell us about surfing," and then some of these kids are like, "I've never heard the word surfing before."
Or it's like, ew, I think this kid did a poop. And he's like, oh yeah, let's go change it. They left it in the movie. They animated it.
And the kid like hiccuping and like...
Mm-hmm.
like it felt like if it was forced, that's terrible. But if like
It didn't feel forced.
yeah, it just felt like oh, we just randomly got that, so let's keep it.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we're bringing a bunch of like our kids in, and we're gonna have them just talk.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna try to lead them into a specific direction, and if it doesn't go that way, then guess we're not going there.
Yeah. Okay. One thing I liked about this movie, how many did we count? How many songs did we count? Because
I thought it was like 9.
Yeah.
9 or 10.
This movie is just based off of, like, is just filled with, like, early 2000s beach music. And, like, you have the people who did the song, like, Someday. You have, like, sorry, let me pull up I'm going to pull up the album right now. Because I like some of the songs on there.
They're very nostalgic. Very edgy, though.
Yeah.
Edgy in a prep sort of way.
Well, you got like Dirty Heads, you got Sugar Ray, you have Priestess. That's actually so funny. You got where was it at? He's on 311. Okay, is it 311 or 311 or 311? Guys, I don't know. You got Pearl Jam. Pearl Jam was a weird song. And then you got Wipeout, but that was like not the classic like, "Ooh, Wipeout." Not that song. That song wasn't in it. Unless
what a waste of potential. It's a ska version of it.
Honestly, but I don't know. Some of the music is oh my gosh. Some of the music is not some. The music's fun and it fits the aesthetic of guys. I'm sitting at a beach. I could be playing volleyball right now, and yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah.
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 There was just a lot of it. Like they were good, but it was like it would be like the beginning portion. It's like every 5 minutes there was a new song. But then after like you go to like Big Z and he's learning how to surf, there's not that much. Yeah. I feel like.
Yeah, let me go back to it because like let's see, 14 songs outside of like the OST for this. That's a ton. That's like probably more than Guardians movies.
Yeah.
And you could probably combine 2 of the Guardians movies, and that's the amount of like
the songs that they have.
Yeah, Surf's Up songs.
Dang.
But yeah. Guys, what's some of your favorite parts of the movie?
I like the running gag where everyone's like, "Oh wow, yeah, this squid's really good. It tastes like chicken," and it's like right in front of Chicken Joe, and like, I just love the very first time that it happens, and Cody is like, "Oh, wow, it really tastes like chicken." He looks at Jody, he's like, it's like, I can't say that. And he's like, "Yeah, man, it's like really good." Like, and then like the native penguins that like kidnap him, they're like, "Oh, dude, it tastes like chicken."
I think they're called the penguins.
Penguins?
Yeah, it actually could be that. Honestly, I don't know. I know it's 2 words, but it's just the word penguin but split.
Yeah, because the island's called Pengu Island.
Yeah, I think it's the Penguins. I wouldn't be surprised.
So dumb. I love it.
Hey, what's your favorite part?
One part that's always like whenever I think of that movie, like the first thing that always comes up is when he first gets there and like goes out surfing and then he crashes and steps on the stingray and then or the sea urchin, and then they interview the sea urchin and they're like, "Oh, so he stepped on you?" It's like, "Stepped on me? You walked all over me. Broken, gone, broken."
It's so good.
Part gets me every time.
Oh my gosh.
I always remember.
I'm trying to think of like a particular moment that I loved outside of those. Like, I think just Tank is such a funny character. So like whenever I see him, it's just absolute mayhem. It's just like...
Dude, I didn't realize that his eyes were different colors.
Oh, were they?
Yeah, one was blue and one was brown.
Oh. Because I love the scene where he's like, "You're my ladies. You're my ladies." This one, I can't remember all the names and like weird.
One of them's Amy, and it always makes me like when I was younger. I remember it made me uncomfortable. I was like, "Oh, don't talk about me like that, please. I'm 4."
So yeah, how long do you think it's going to take me to find the search?
Not that long.
I'm giving myself 2 minutes.
Okay.
So we're at 30 minutes right now.
Okay.
I found the entire script for the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. You found that under 30 seconds.
Well, I haven't found the particular scene.
Well, the script. You found the whole script in 30 seconds.
Well, we skipped it. We got when Joe won. The Wipeout King is back, so it's before that. Wake Up Z, Hey Z, the Big Z's Memorial. There we go. Hayden found it, so I never found it. So... I'm a tank.
Just don't look at me. I'm gonna start laughing. I won't look at you either.
I can't do it. Leah. I can't do it. It's just too gruff. Leah. No, not enough gruff. Tank. I got it. You're not ready for the tank. Okay.
Just do Macho Man.
Yeah, fine. Well, I started about the whole scene, but it's fine. We got Leah, Jill, Amy, Susie, Brianna. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's only 6 names. He has 9.
Hey man, don't yell at me. Just get mad at the fandom wiki, okay?
Okay. I'm gonna find it.
Did he ever name the new?
He had a name for it. Here we go. Found the whole scene. Okay, this is the best scene right here. I keep on going back and like seeing where a good point to start.
Did you find a picture of him?
I have a picture of the trophies.
So here's all the dialogue of the tank backstory. They're talking about winners and whatever.
Whatever that means.
Yeah. Here we go. Yeah, I can't remember a time when I wasn't surfing. My mom put me right on there. I think she. Oh my gosh. I think she put me out. She just put me right on there. What is it about surfing you love? I love being the center of attention because it's really where I should be.
Oh my god.
I love the looks my ladies give me. You know? No! Okay, we had the whole thing in there reloaded and... Okay, 5 seconds. I'm just gonna do my best impression of Tank. The Tank! I think that's the only time I can actually get anywhere close. My favorite part of ladies and gentlemen, a little intro. What is it about surfing that you love? I love being the center of it. I can't do it without.
Just be Macho Man.
Okay, fine. We're just gonna do Macho Man. I love being the center of attention because it's really where I should be, and I love the looks my ladies give me. You know.
That does not sound like Macho Man.
Because I'm trying to make it sound different so people can differentiate from Tank and Macho Man.
Just be Macho Man.
I'm doing my voice. I'm doing it how it is. And I love the looks my ladies give me, you know? The little glint. Wow, I love that. That's actually the next line. I love that.
I love holding ladies. You know what I'm talking about?
I think so, sort of.
Come with me. I put this curtain in myself. These are my ladies. This is Jill. This is my lady Amy. Little Susie, Brianna. You know why we call her Brianna? No, it's a long story. Shaniqua, Helga, Miss K, G. I dream of Teresa. This is Teresa right here. This spot is for my special lady Leah. I'm gonna say that again. Leah. Oh yeah.
That was pretty bad. Sorry, everybody, you had to bear with that.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, thanks.
Welcome.
The Dick.
I can only do it when he's just saying his name.
The Dick.
The tank.
Guys, one scene that really grossed me out. I think we can also move on to the next movie after this because this is a great. Oh, but we have to talk about one little thing after that.
Okay.
The two most grossest things that have come out of Surf's Up are these. First and foremost, do you remember that one scene where they're just riding down on like the leaves, and then they like sort of wipe out into this like weird little blue shiny goop,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're just swimming in feces,
Yeah. Well,
and then they just have a playful fight in it?
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
They were cow tipping to think of manure.
Yeah, but like it's disgusting. He's like, oh, you know what's a great idea? Throwing this poop at this lady. Oh,
no, grabbing her and like dragging her in.
Yeah, and then they have like, you know, like when you're in the pool as like a kid and you're like shoving water at your friend and you're like somewhat drowning because water's just shooting up your nose.
Imagine that, but with poop.
Yeah, imagine that, but with feces, guys. That's
Ugh.
disgusting.
And I love how they play it as like a romantic date.
Yeah, then they shower together in a waterfall. And
That whole joke of like, hey, can I tell you something? I mean, we're showering together. I'm being serious.
yeah.
It's like, nice. Good job.
But that's one of the disgusting things. You guys ready for the most disgusting thing that has come up from Surf's Up?
What?
It's from the second movie, everybody.
No.
We Hayden did a speed run of that movie, and he just randomly presses we had the movie on what was it, like Tubi or whatever streaming service we were on. The movie was on
Something.
there. So he's just like turns it on, starts hitting the fast forward button, and then presses play, and then just plays whatever's going on.
We watched that movie in 5 minutes.
Yeah, probably if that like.
Yeah.
But it's like WWE stuff. Like you have John Cena, you got Undertaker.
It's WWE propaganda, and that's it.
Yeah, because you got your John Cena, you got your Undertaker, you got your Triple H, you got your
HHH.
Yeah, you got your Paige, you got your. Was that everybody? And your Vince McMahon.
There's 5 of them.
Oh yeah, wait. McMahon, John Cena, Undertaker, Triple H, and Paige.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And the scene that we stumbled across.
Was it the one that I knew about?
Yeah. Vince McMahon, I think, is just one of the most wild celebrities I've ever seen before. And this is probably a line that he's like, we need to put this in. Put this in, dang it! We need it now!
I'm gonna pop a blood vessel if you don't do it!
I know. So the scene is like... I don't even know the context of it. It's just like, I like fish.
He's like, I'm an otter, I like surfing, and I like fish.
And milk.
And milk. I'd like to milk a fish.
And yeah, one of the most wild scenes ever. And then you proceed to see an
Like a little
imagination.
Thought, a little thought bubble.
Of him sticking a straw in who knows where on a
fish's butt.
Yeah, on a fish. And then Vince McMahon, Otter Vince McMahon, proceeds to
live
suck.
action Vince McMahon.
He would do it too, honestly. This man is so wild, he'd do whatever.
Oh my gosh.
Just think of Do-Rag McMahon. That was an era. But that's...
No.
He was a wild man. He said some pretty wild things over the microphone.
Yep.
What's up, G? But you proceed to see this man put a straw in a fish butt, suck on the straw, and I am unsure how the fish felt.
It was blushing, and that's all that I'll say.
Yeah, it was disgusting. But yeah, I think on that note, should we move on to the next movie?
Speaking of milking fish,
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
SpongeBob Squarepants.
The movie, everybody.
Wow.
And we're not talking about the 3D animation one with Keanu Reeves in it. We're not talking about Camp Coral. We're not talking about Gary's Missing or whatever. We're not talking about the Christmas special. We're not even just talking about SpongeBob in general. We're talking about
The OG.
Yeah, this was the movie that all the kids were like, this is
lit. Cinema.
Yeah. When the pirates go in at the beginning and there's a guy, one of the pirates, he's on a dinghy, and everybody's like, dinghy out of... What was the line?
Dinghy off the port bow.
Yeah, dinghy off the port bow! And then this guy is just like rowing this dinghy. And he has this chest. He is excited. Gets the treasure chest on the boat, and they're like, what is it? And the captain's like, I can't believe my eye. Or it's like the greatest thing my eye has seen, or whatever. And pulls out the tickets to the SpongeBob movie.
That's how I feel like every time going to the movies.
Feel like we got tickets to Barbie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it's gonna be like. Like everyone has the memes of them like at the theater, and like the workers like, oh, what movie are you guys gonna see? And the camera goes over to the customers, and they're like wearing like a Spider-Man costume for both like Across the Spider-Verse and also No Way Home, and then Batman costumes for the Batman.
Yeah.
This is my meme. Y'all can have your, oh, what movie are you seeing today? I can't believe my eye. We got tickets. That's me, baby.
But honestly, everybody joining in and singing. Okay, we're just going straight into the movie.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody, like the men's choir of pirates, just singing the intro to SpongeBob. Mm-hmm. Good. Cinema. Great opening. And then
why did they show this movie in theaters? What the heck?
Did they not?
I don't know. I thought it was a TV movie, so they just played it on TV.
I think the first one was movie theaters.
Bruh. Are we about to rent a theater just to watch it on the big screen?
Yes. Yes, we are. Okay.
Just imagine that being like a fan meet and greet. Just like, guys, come to this theater. We're watching the SpongeBob movie.
Come in your best pirate attire.
Yeah.
Instead, it's just gonna be us three.
Hey, and a few of your guys' coworkers.
Yeah.
Okay, you know,
Just go up to the desk.
I want to make a Facebook group chat, or just like a Facebook group of being like watching random movies at a movie theater in certain attire. Because I'd be so down to rent a theater with a random group of individuals just to watch like Kung Pao.
Yeah, like
or,
once a month, like just having like a little like party in there.
Mm-hmm.
That would be fun.
Yeah. And I think the movie theater would not be upset with that idea.
They were getting money either way.
Yeah, money.
Money.
Guys, SpongeBob, the movie.
Speaking of
Money.
Just a quick little recap of what that movie is. I don't know if I'm going to have the same energy as Surf's Up, but we're going to try.
I want to preface that I was going to watch this movie today, but then I didn't. I don't know how to time manage, so I just watched what's his name, Cass
Van Pool.
Yeah, watched his recap of it, and it's so good.
I'm David Hasselhoff.
It's the best part. I love Too Mad as David Hasselhoff. It's so good. Yeah, just this little jig of just like, ooh, David Hasselhoff. So good.
Okay. Quick little run through of what that movie is. We have this guy. His name is SpongeBob. Spongebob Squarepants, of course.
Sponge Roberts squared pantaloons.
Yep.
Square slacks.
Square slacks.
That's what it is.
SpongeBob Squarepants.
Dude, I totally forgot about the men's choir at the beginning just singing it. That's so good.
Okay. So we got our little man, SpongeBob. SpongeBob is a man who's in a life crisis right now. Is he a man or is he a boy? And he just barely was told there's a new Krusty Krab opening up, Krusty Krab 2 opening up, and they have to have a manager. So SpongeBob, who has been awarded the Employee of the Month 300 and something times in a row, but they get there and they go, like, they have this big old grand opening of this new Krusty Krab 2, and for some reason they want to announce who the manager is, and
For the grand opening of it.
yeah, which sounds fine if you want to announce it, but that's also when the manager finds out they got approved of the job, which I think is absolutely wild.
I'm only thinking of Rocket Man when they're like, yeah, and the one who's going to be going to Mars is Fred Randall, and him screaming.
Yeah, but it's the exact opposite.
Yeah.
Everybody knows his name. It starts with an S. Squidward Tentacles, and then you got the
So good. I love how the Krusty Krab 2 is also right next to the Krusty Krab 1.
Well, Amy, you know the reason why they have it right there. They explain it.
So they could blow it up?
No. It's a one-word answer, Amy. Hayden knows it.
Money.
Yeah. What made you... Eugene, what made you think of putting the Krusty Krab 2 right next to the other one?
Money. Money.
I can't, yeah.
So good.
Yeah. And so SpongeBob finds out that he's not the manager because he's not a man, he's a kid.
He can't become a manager because he's not a man. He has to become a voyager.
No, it's Kidager.
Kidager. Do you understand it? Do you understand?
And then Homeboy gets mad, depressed, goes to the bar, gets wasted.
With Patrick.
Yeah, but it's...
Same wavelength.
Yeah.
Where?
But yeah, they get wasted off of ice cream. What did they call it? It doesn't matter. I like having all these random.
Fudge.
It's like the double stacked triple banana goober special or something.
I'm a goofy goober, yeah. You're a goofy goober, yeah.
Yeah, rewatching that whole sequence, I'm like, man, I really don't like sitting in my room by myself watching this, hearing that song play. I'm like, I've never felt like such an immature adult. I've never felt out of place before in my life so much.
Out of place in the comfort of your own home.
I know. I'm like, I really hope one of my roommates doesn't walk in on me, even though we've all seen the movie.
They would just sit there and be like, oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah. So after he gets crazy wasted, he goes and he finds out that it's 8 a.m. He is what? Oh my gosh.
Hungover?
Yeah, he is hungover. He is massively hungover, and he goes to work, and you know what you find there? Mr. Krabs and Squidward and King Neptune. Flashback a little bit.
Why did I sit here and just thought it was King Triton?
No.
The Little Mermaid.
No. Plankton, he's like, I'm a mean man. I want to take over the world.
It's just Plankton again. Or no, it's Mr. Krabs again.
I was, yeah. Oh my gosh.
I can't do it.
Eugene Krabs! I can't do it.
The Krabby Patty formula.
The Krabby Patty.
Eugene Krabs.
What's his wife's name?
Karen.
Karen.
Oh my Karen.
Karen, my wife. I just want to do my Ray Romano. Ray Romano. Plankton.
Eugene Krabs.
Ray Romano is Plankton. Dude.
Welcome to the Chum Bucket.
Welcome to the Chum Bucket, Deborah.
My wife, Deborah.
My wife, Deborah.
She's a computer. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Plankton has his plan. He's gone through all the letters of the alphabet except for plan Z. He forgot about Z in the alphabet because he went through A through Y, and then Karen's like, "You big dumb idiot! There's a Z." And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Oh yeah, plan Z. Ooh, it's so diabolical." And his plan is to steal the crown from King Neptune and blame it on Mr. Krabs with a note that says, "Hi, I'm Mr. Krabs. I stole your crown." And then homeboy gets upset, which I love the actor for King Neptune and his yelling. It's pretty good.
Who's the actor for
I can't remember.
He's the mayor in The Grinch.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he is. I totally didn't realize
Jim
that.
Carrey's Grinch.
Yeah.
I love that.
Two power.
Don't look at me.
I'm bald. My eyes.
Bald.
Between you and me, my hair's thinning a bit.
That's
I'm
fine.
sure it's not that bald. Bald! My eyes!
Okay, that's enough.
No more, please.
But yeah, so homeboy, Mr. Krabs is frozen because of merciful Neptune. And then SpongeBob and Patrick need to go get the crown in Shell City, and just shenanigans ensue. Scarlett Johansson's in it.
She's the princess.
Mindy? Yeah.
Dude, I didn't know that.
And just like she is in every other movie, she's the absolute heartthrob. Then, yeah, shenanigans ensue. There's Dennis, there's the Cyclops, there's the Manly Men, there's the Tub Turf or something. What's the, do you know what the boat is called? The bar where all the bad guys are all the...
I just watched it this morning.
I don't know.
I wasn't paying attention to that part.
It's like, I think it's the tugboat turf, or is it? I think it might just be called the tugboat.
Something like
You see a guy
I'm
eating a
like-
bowl of nails without any milk, and it's pretty cool.
I just think of the salty Splatoon.
It's basically the salty Splatoon, but crazier. But
Wow.
crazier!
Ooh.
And then you have like a tear-jerking moment of SpongeBob and Patrick dying and then not dying through the power of friendship
Dude,
and
I remember
tears.
that part making me cry as a kid.
Yeah, I was
Like,
watching
I just
that.
stopped watching it because I was like, no!
And if you waited like 5 seconds later, they come back. Mariachi ensues. And then Homeboy Cyclops gets shot in the face with super glue and Google eyes. Not googly eyes, but Google eyes.
It's to make him happy.
I know. Well, that's what he did. He made... it was Adam Clamshell. I think that was his name. It was supposed to be like a play on word for Adam Campbell, I think. No. Adam Clamshell? I don't know. I can't remember. That's a name. Doesn't matter. Then David Hasselhoff comes in, becomes a motorboat, shoots him down with his pegs back into the ocean. Goofy, goober, goober. Yeah. And then Patrick's in stilettos. Sandy and SpongeBob kiss. And that's the movie. Ocean Man.
Take me by the hand.
Take me to the land.
Ocean
Ocean Man. Guys.
Ocean Man!
I can't tell you the last time I watched this before this morning.
Probably like when it first came out.
I remember watching that on Netflix.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But I don't know, like watching this movie, I've tried to like notice stuff that I'm like, okay, this is something that you have to have prior knowledge for, like to understand like in a general sense.
Mm-hmm.
But you could totally watch this movie without any previous knowledge of SpongeBob,
Mm-hmm.
other than probably saying, oh, this is like Patrick is best friends with SpongeBob.
And oh, he works at the Krusty Krab.
Yeah. Yeah. But really, you can just like figure that out like within 5 seconds of everything. So you don't really need
Any hand holding.
which is actually pretty interesting. I don't know, like just thinking about it, and I feel like this is too serious of a tone right now for the SpongeBob movie.
It's a serious movie.
Yeah, it's for intellectuals like us.
Yeah.
For us smart people, or us educated people.
Us people that have mustaches.
Yeah.
Real mustaches.
Real men grow their mustaches. You know I have a hormone disorder! Same energy of that. Oh my gosh. This was a movie where boys became men, but then you figure out it's fine being a boy. That was what I got from the movie.
Yeah.
And then the
Just
band
be
Boys
yourself.
to Men came over and said, hey, we're suing you.
And then then he blasts him with Goofy Goober Yacht, and the power of Twisted Sister just absolutely obliterates them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guys, this movie is phenomenal. I think it's one of those movies that I will show to my children, even though it's so stupid. And guys, it has... Actually, never mind. No, yeah, guys, it has something that I've been weirdly noticing in some movies. There's a lot of butts in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well, 2. But it's...
Both are Patrick.
No. Patrick is not the first person to show his butt. It's SpongeBob.
I can't believe it.
I know.
Scandalous.
SpongeBob puts on his box suit, and then his butt flap opens up and you see his butt cheeks. And then you go walk over to Patrick's house. Patrick opens up his rock, and then you see that he's butt naked. He's like, "Oh, sorry." Gets dressed, and then pops back out. And then later on, Patrick has a surprise and shows his little cheeks that he was holding a flag. And I'm like, man, no children's movie could get away with it now.
I mean, they could if they try hard enough.
There's been some.
The most recent one I can think of is like Brave, but that wasn't.
The most recent one I can think of is the last Hotel Transylvania.
Oh. Oh.
Which I unfortunately had to watch. Not my choice.
I feel like there was a Disney movie. Did they?
Disney wouldn't do that. They CG'd out the butt from Splash.
Yeah, by doing a terrible Photoshop job of like just copying her hair texture over her butt.
Yeah. But that's different. I don't know. It's and that's not the point. But yeah, guys. There's some banger lines in this movie.
Mm-hmm. Ready
for some of my favorites?
I'm David Hasselhoff.
Yeah. Hooray! David Hasselhoff. I some funny little bits.
Wait, is David Hasselhoff he's the one that Star-Lord was like, yeah, that's who my dad is.
Yeah.
That's why I imagined my dad. Yeah. Bruh, I'm so happy.
I think that's how his mom described.
Oh, okay.
Why didn't you say Kurt Russell, you idiot?
Man.
But David Hasselhoff, baby. He's a very great... He's probably the best sequence of the entire movie.
Oh, yeah.
But the most invigorating part of the movie is Now That We're Men, that whole song.
Now that we're men.
I put on underwear. I changed my underwear.
Now that we're men.
I grew facial hair. But that was the line before, so it's whatever. But there's some quality lines like, SpongeBob, you can't drive. It's like, you don't need a license to drive a patty or something, or you don't need a license to drive a sandwich or yeah.
What do the guys say at the gas station? Is it like, oh yeah, do you want
Ketchup or mustard?
That's what I was thinking of.
And then they lose it.
Yeah.
But like, oh my gosh. Other banger lines are like, did you see my underwear? No, Patrick. Did you want to?
Yeah, because he has like the peanut.
The goofy goober.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought he had his name, like Peanut Larry. Peanut Larry!
His name is Goofy Goober.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know
No,
what
you're right. It's Peanut Larry.
I like Peanut Larry more.
And this big peanut guy Larry.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Wait, I didn't even say Larry. Just this big peanut guy. Oh my god.
Sam, imagine him being like, and Peanut Larry. Oh my god.
I'm late for work. And what will Mr. Krabs say? Mr. Krabs. I like the little like.
You're friendly to get out of here. Hey Patrick, what's up, buddy? Patrick's just underneath the table dead.
No. Well, you can hear him like sleeping you can hear him like snoring.
Yeah.
It's so funny.
He just doesn't wake up. He's just out. I've got something to say to Mr. Krabs. When I first started working at the Krusty Krab, I thought Mr. Krabs was a great guy. But then I realized he's a huge jerk.
Oh my gosh. It's so good.
Guys, one of my favorite characters. My favorite character of this entire movie is Dennis. Dennis is my favorite dude. He's cool. He's can grow a mustache immediately, and he has
Spiky boots.
yeah, and he wears a knife around his neck.
And he's Alec Baldwin.
Yeah,
Really? Oh my gosh!
Like, you know how insane it would be. Come on, why don't we have a live action Alec Baldwin as Dennis? You know?
Does it look terrible?
Okay, just take out the fish part. Alec Baldwin, young Alec Baldwin. Let's put that in there. Young Alec Baldwin in a biker outfit and a cowboy hat.
I'm just thinking. I'm only visualizing a demon from hell from Raising Arizona. I forgot his name, but he's like also the same kind of vibe, but also with just you saying live action Alec Baldwin. I'm visualizing him with a mix of his character from Cat in the Hat. Just those two combined.
No, I think of Beetlejuice. Him wearing
I forget that he's in Beetlejuice.
him wearing a bandana over his face, wearing Okay, guys, hold up. Another great sequence is him picking up the sesame seed at the gas station. He gets off his bike, picks up the sesame seed, looks at it, takes off his sunglasses to another pair of sunglasses. And then those same guys, the gas station people are like, how many gallons you got? And like, oh my gosh. It was like, how many gallons you got in there? 10? Like referring to his big gallon hat or like whatever. And they're like making fun of him. And then they proceed to, homeboy Dennis like proceeds to rip off of those guys' lips. They do the Wanda Maximoff thing from Doctor Strange too. It's pretty cool.
What mouth?
Yeah.
I thought he did like laser eyes at him for some reason.
Heat vision.
Yeah, dude, just like his mermaid man and Barnacle Boy. Where he's like, woo! And like the lasers start going, but then they like get.
You can't like push it out. Oh my. Where were they in this movie? You know how funny
They were busy at the retirement home.
Be real.
Oh my gosh.
Oh man.
To the invisible boatmobile.
Anything else we want to say about SpongeBob?
I can't think of anything. Hayden, do you want to quote anything else?
Do 3 quotes right now.
Well, now you put me on the spot. I don't know.
Ocean Man.
Ocean Man. I don't know. I've seen it too many times, so.
Quote the whole movie right now.
Yeah. What's the first line?
I could. I don't know the first line.
I don't either.
Bullet.
No, it's Dingy off Port
Yeah.
We already quoted it.
Yeah. Oh shoot. Oh, something that I thought was like so funny was at the end of the movie when SpongeBob was like, or they defeated Plankton and whatever, and what the scallop and like
What the scallop?
I'm what the scallop.
It just like explodes.
What the scallop?
Could do it in Ray Romano voice, but I'm okay.
What the scallop? What the scallop?
Deborah, what the scallop?
Oh, dude.
Okay. Homeboys. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
You think of What the Scallop by Ray Romano.
Deborah want the scallop.
What the scallop? What a wonderful Deborah. What a wonderful scallop, everybody.
What a wonderful Deborah.
Oh my
So
gosh.
stupid.
Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh, at the end of the movie, I think it's absolutely wild that after they defeat Plankton, Mr. Krabs is like, "You know what, Bucko? No, money. You know what, Bucko? You're the SpongeBob. It's just getting bad. It's like, SpongeBob, your manager now." And then Squidward's like, Sponge.
Sponge.
Well,
Okay, Sponge.
well, he's just like, so are you about to... Well, SpongeBob's about to say something, and then Mr. Squidward...
Mr. Squidward.
Squidward is like, SpongeBob, are you about to say that you've had this moment of a life-changing thing where you don't, like, basically being like, oh, I don't want this job anymore. I got something more important, and it's like growing into a man or whatever, like whatever learning something from the story is. And then SpongeBob's like, no, it's like no, this is sick. I'm manager now. And then Ocean Man.
Freeze frame and then Ocean Man.
Yeah. I just thought it was so funny that there's like the cliche, and then SpongeBob's like, no, we're not following that.
Is that how we're gonna end this episode?
No. Run the outro.
Ocean Man!
Yeah. Guys, I think we're sold on that movie. Movie's good.
Well, yeah.
Let's move on to our final movie.
Scooby Doo!
Don't you mean Melvin, dude?
No, hold up.
Hello, this is Dead Mike's. Is there a Mr. Doo here?
Melvin Doo?
No, Scooby.
Hello?
Scoob, how'd you get in here?
Got some hamburgers for you down in the forest. Just come out of load. Okay!
We got these burgers here for you.
These hamburgers for you.
Just come out of the forest to load.
And I like that there's still a burger there too. It's so funny.
Bro.
Before getting to anything with this one, by far from early 2000s, so it's like the nastiest CGI.
Bro.
For some reason, like, it's been a minute since I've seen it, but watched it yesterday, and like, I wanted to throw up how bad the CGI was at some points. I was like, I don't remember it being this bad.
The monsters are just so nasty looking.
They just...
Like, I feel like you can let it slide with Scooby because it's like you're seeing him the most.
Well,
But then also, it's still nasty,
So
though.
that's
Scooby is fine. Scooby is fine. Fine. I'm saying
Sometime.
fine, not good.
Well, that same scene when he goes out in the forest in the middle of the night, but he's like lit up like a Christmas tree. Like, they did no shading on him, so he's like does not match the surrounding. It's like, oh,
Man.
that's bad.
Ruh-roh.
But guys, it's a great movie.
It is so good.
It's a movie. Here's a quick little another freaking recap of the movie, really quick, everybody. Scooby Doo, Dooby Doo, where are you?
We got some work to do now.
Yeah.
But not really, because the band is broken up.
So, beginning of the movie, boom, they're at this Wow or Wowzy. I can't remember.
Wowza!
Wowza! It's a toy factory, and the gang is solving a mystery of the I'm gonna just say the ghost light because I can't remember the name.
It's the ghost light.
It's the ghost light. And basically, the catching the ghost of Old Man Smithers.
The creepy janitor?
Yeah. It goes fine, but like there's a lot of like issues of everybody getting chained up, and like Velma gets chained up. Scooby and Shaggy almost get smashed by this press, and Daphne's being a damsel in distress and is upset about it, and Fred's just looking at himself in the mirror being like, I'm Freddie Prinze Jr., baby.
And trips on a hose.
Yeah. And Fred is always like, I'm the best in the group because that's how Fred is. And then he's like, come over here, Daphne, give me a smoochie. And
she punched him.
Yeah, because she's a black belt in karate.
Not yet.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Sorry. Okay. So I just realized I've been in a monotone this whole time. Scooby Doo and Shaggy Rogers.
Norville.
Yeah.
Norville, Shaggy,
Rogers.
Roger.
The gang doesn't like how things went in that little extravaganza with Old Man Smithers, the creepy janitor, and so Shaggy shares an analogy of how Fred's the big banana, Daphne's the salami, and no, Velma's the salami and peppermint, like caramel, whatever that they put on top or whatever.
Salami?
Yeah, it was a weird word. It was a weird food item because that's how Shaggy be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Is Daphne the cherry on top?
Daphne is the bubblegum flavored something, and then I think they were cut off with what Shaggy and Scooby were, and
I thought he said someone's like the cherry on top.
I can't remember, even though I watched this last night. But that's besides the point. Shaggy shares an analogy. Velma says, I quit. And then Daphne's like, wait, if Velma's quitting, I'm quitting too, because that's how popular people be. Bandwagoners. And then Fred is just like,
well, I quit too.
yeah, because there's no women here anymore. Sorry, fellas. And then Shaggy and Scooby do what they do best, go to a beach, not smoke pot in a van, but grill burgers instead. And then weird creepy dude is just like, mystery on Spooky Island. Oh, we don't do that kind of stuff anymore, but there'll be food. Okay, we're in.
They duped them all.
Yeah, and they all went on this plane to Spooky Island. Scooby is a grandma. Grandma punches Fred.
Well, you gotta explain what everyone else did. Daphne became karate black belt.
Yeah, black belt in karate.
Fred got some introspective stuff.
He wrote a book on himself that he reads on
called
the plane.
Fred on Fred.
Yeah, pretty
and
good.
And then Velma
worked at NASA.
Oh, okay.
Works at NASA.
Works at NASA.
And then Shaggy and Scooby are living their life, you know, wearing tank
They got
tops.
the van.
Yeah. I got the van, though.
Yeah,
just like from Ant-Man. My dad got deported, but I got the van, though. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, thanks.
I love his like face of like, oh no, that's terrible. Just the whole time. And then just like, yeah, but I got the van though. And he's like, oh yeah, that's great.
I need to watch that movie again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go to Spooky Island. Mr. Bean's there. He's like, I can be creepy too. And he's like, rawr, rawr, rawr. And then
I thought you were gonna say Mr. Beast was there.
Mr. Beast was there.
Mr. Beast.
You know what would be crazy if they did do a reboot of like a Scooby Doo movie, like they just remade this movie. Yeah,
the third one.
And Mr. Beast ends up being the monster, like the ghost.
He is a beast.
Yeah.
He is the Mr. Beast.
Yeah, and Shaggy's like, well, like that was kind of on the nose. Why didn't we see that coming? It's a terrible Shaggy impersonation, and I don't care at this point. I've tried too much. They get to the... Oh, sorry.
Sorry, no, you can continue. I was just going to go on a different tangent.
So, gang has to work together. They go to a spooky haunted mansion.
Go to a spooky island.
Velma meets a dude for some reason that's wearing a Def Leppard.
Led Zeppelin.
Oh, is it Led Zeppelin? Okay, yeah, a Led Zeppelin. Yeah, it is a Led Zeppelin shirt. A Led Zeppelin shirt, and then they find a pyramid thing. There's a weird voodoo
pyramid scheme.
Yeah. Daphne finds the voodoo man and the pyramid looking thing. Fred is just like, Daphne, want to go? Let's split up and let's work together in this room. Shaggy meets Mary Jane, who's played by Amy Adams, which I think is absolutely wild.
That's Amy Adams?
No.
Is it not?
No. It's the girl from...
Oh, it's the girl who looks like her.
Yeah.
Never mind. Is it Isla Fisher?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guys.
Dude, you almost blew my mind. I was like, there's no way.
But still, Isla Fisher. It's super wild.
Yeah.
She has, like, my favorite name.
That's, like, my favorite name.
Mary Jane. And I thought he was just being... As a kid, I'm like, oh, Mary Jane Watson from...
Spider-Man?
Yeah. From Spider-Man?
Spider-Man. I just sat there and I was like, he's just saying that to get her to, like... being like, oh, dude, I love that name.
We should watch the second one, too, because... Yeah, we should have watched the second one, but that's fine.
No,
we can save that for another episode.
We can save that for Halloween.
Yeah, don't hold your breath.
I love how both of us are like, don't.
No. Yeah. Other stuff happens. Weird shenanigans. Food is eaten. Music is played.
It's plastic.
Yeah. It's plastic. You should be fine with that because you drink out of the toilet. So do you. Then.
Dude, this is the perfect cast.
Such a good cast.
It is. Like, I'm trying to think of someone that I have a problem in this movie, and I don't have a problem with any of them. At least with the main cast.
Yeah, the main cast. I am. I don't know if I'd never seen it before. I don't know.
I mean, I think I've just been tainted as a kid where I just got peak performance. That like all the other times where they've tried to make a live action Scooby Doo, and I'm like, yeah, but it's not the originals, so it's not good.
It's not Freddie Prinze Jr. and a girl from
and his wife.
Buffy. Yeah, his wife from Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yeah.
And then
Freddy Fazbear. He's not Freddy Fazbear.
Oh, I'm like, hold up.
He's gonna be... Oh no, he's Purple Guy! Oh no!
Who's Purple Guy?
In the Freddy Fazbear movie.
But who's playing who's playing Purple Guy?
Shaggy.
Oh, what?
Yeah!
Come to find out, he's actually Shaggy. You know how legendary that would be?
So you all thought it was a Freddy Fazbear movie? Surprise! It's a Shaggy movie.
Where you see Shaggy at his full power.
Yeah. Such a dumb meme. I love it.
Okay. Guys, that's basically the movie. But here's some...
It's a talking dog movie. I mean...
Me and Amy were talking about this on the way over.
Freddie Prinze Jr.
Dude, I love Freddie Prinze Jr. He's just a real man. He's just so real. He's good.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just a nerd, and I love it.
Mm-hmm.
But and he's one of those guys that's like, I'm just gonna say how it is.
Yeah.
And like I've just randomly seen him in a lot of like interviewing stuff, and in one of the interviews that he was in, there was just like, you explain it better, Amy, but... Yeah.
So they were talking about how Fred from these movies walked so Ken could run in the new Barbie movie. And they're saying like, oh yeah, Freddie, have you seen that meme? And he's like, no, the only meme I've seen is just me talking about the movie. Just being like, yeah, it's a talking dog movie.
And the best part is like, everybody else is like, it's just pure cinema. It's a great, like Daphne.
It's a great story.
Yeah, she's like, it's a great story for the kids. They will love, and I think it'll be one of the ages, which is not wrong.
Yeah, definitely. But then he pops in and he's like, it's a talking dog movie. But I love it because someone was saying like, yeah, that's why they're like a good couple, because she's just like good salesman and just being like, yeah, it's just so good. And he's like, it's a talking dog. People have just been like, dude, their dynamic is so good.
Yeah. Guys, some of my favorite bits from this movie. My all-time favorite part is where they're in the mansion, and it's not that scene you're thinking of, Hayden, but it's where they all find this like video tutorial thing.
Oh, like the brainwashing thing. Yeah.
And it's just like, here are the do's and don'ts. And it's like, we're gonna run through this scenario and see how it goes. And it's just like regular like sitcom at the time, and they run into each other. Like these two guys run into each other.
Sorry, bro.
It's like,
I'm gonna crush your skull into dust.
I know, it's all, I'll crush your bones into dust. And then like the guy in the background who's playing the
there's
organ.
like a group at a piano, and they like stop and like. She's like, this is how you do it.
He's like, oh yeah, bro. And I love that she makes a point in the video. It's just like, make sure to use all that lingo. It's like
early 2000s slang, like 90s and 2000s.
He's like, yo, sorry, bro. Yeah, that's pretty cool, man. Or like, like I'm gonna botch this because I can't remember the exact wording, so I'm just gonna riff.
Well, I remember just as a kid, just like. Everything went like over my head. I was like, I don't know what this man just said to me, but that's the dumbest thing I've heard.
Well, it was like, it's like, yo man, you going to the box later? Yeah, word. He's like, you catch my drift, bro? And it's like, yo, sorry man, all good, bro. It would be the equivalent of like, he's like, yo, sorry man. Oh, I'll chill, fam. Did you go to the... I can't even think of something cool and like weirdly mainstream to say.
You gonna play Fortnite later?
Dude, gonna hop on Fortnite, bro? Hop on that PUBG?
Gosh. I love it because I know that's not like a super mainstream thing to say, but it's like, that's what it feels like in the movie where it's like, yeah, say slang from like 5 years ago that no one says anymore.
You want to go get lit, fam? Over while we bro. It's like you want to go get lit, fam? While we eat some glizzies and Mountain Dew while we play. While we play PUBG. Like, word. Or you'd be like swag, bro. Yeah, it's still one of my favorite scenes because it's just so stupid.
I love it when it shows Fred just partying at the beach and he's like, "What's up, dog?" and dog.
What's up, dog? And dog.
I'm trying to think of the other stuff that he says.
Well, he's like,
I'm gonna holler at you later.
I can't remember. Okay, it's such a wild line too. I need to find it.
Oh yeah, he was like, and she was like, whatever, and I was like, it's so great. I love it so much.
We're gonna change up the lines because we're gonna change up one of the words because it's just like so funny. It's not appropriate. It's like, yo, that girl was like, what? And I was like, later on. And then Shaggy's like, Fred? He's like, yo, what up, dog? And dog, keep it real.
I forgot about Scoob saying that.
Oh my gosh. Reading some of these lines is so funny. Okay, I was trying to figure out what Fred said in this scene. When they all like have like their souls like taken out of their bodies.
Oh,
and like
Shaggy listened to Daphne and was like, "Oh, Daph, what's wrong with you? Don't you ever eat?"
Yeah. Daphne, what's wrong with you? Don't you ever eat? Oof. No, but like when Shaggy's like pulling all like he finds like the big like bowl of like all the ghosts or like souls or whatever.
Yeah.
And like pulls them out and he finds Fred. This is what he says. Shaggy pulls out Fred and is just like, "Hey buddy." Shaggy, listen man, someone must have spiked my root beer last night. Talk me down, man, talk me down. And then it's like,
he went too hard.
I know. Shaggy's like, Fred, you're a freaking protoplasmic head. And Fred's like, I know, but am I still the best looking protoplasmic head here? I mean, where's it at? Another good one. Fred's like, man, we got the beats like it was the Liz Niz. Wait, wow. Man, we got the beats like it was the Liz Niz on Earth. You know what I'm saying, G? Shaggy's like, no. Like nods his head.
Nods his head, but says no.
What? I do not remember this line. This is more embarrassing than the time you started cleaning your beans at Don Knotts' Christmas party.
It's when they're like all in the lobby, like right before they all get like kidnapped. And Scooby sees the monster in the mirror or the window, and he like starts running around screaming, and then Fred comes up to him. He's like, "It's more embarrassing than the time you clean your beans in the." Whatever.
At Don Knotts' Christmas party?
That's when Scooby's hiding under the coffee table.
He's like, "Yee." He's so proud of himself for that. He's like, "Oh." Yeah.
Such a good movie. I love it.
Yeah, guys.
Go watch it, please.
The flashback, oh my gosh. Where Scrappy pees on Daphne. Fred's like, Scrappy, I told you no urinating on Daphne. It was an accident. You were marking your territory. Guys, nobody phoned this movie in. They came in and they went all out. It's so funny.
Puppy power. I love how they made him the villain. Because
Yeah.
everyone hated Scrappy and like when they first made him too.
I guess that's what I've heard. So, Amy, what's your favorite part of the movie if we haven't already said it?
Dude, I always loved the little wrestling match between the luchador and Daphne, like at the very end.
Well, yeah, because it was cool.
Yeah. It was the best part.
Hayden, what you got for us? I can bet all the money in my account what Hayden's favorite scene is.
Which is...
Go for it.
No, you have to guess.
Wait, hold on. You're in trouble now.
You're in trouble. No, that's not it.
What? Like, no way. No way that's not your favorite scene.
Yeah. The best part of it when Daphne walks in, she's like, oh. he turns around. He turns around to look at her, and it's just a string of farts going, and he turns around and just gets high pissed.
We're trying to solve a mystery here. Yeah, right, Scoob.
And Scoob goes, no,
Oh my god.
Like, it's the most childish scene, but it's the most iconic scene from that movie.
I feel like just that whole I don't want to say scene, but just like
Sequence.
yeah, just them at that haunted house.
Mm-hmm.
Like all of that is so fun.
Yeah. That's what I love about Scooby Doo. They're just a fun little group.
Mm-hmm.
And I want another Scooby Doo movie. I want a group of kids solving a mystery and then finding out it's Old Man Smithers, the creepy janitor. I was upset when you didn't want to go to prom with me.
That was like 50 years ago.
No, it was
12.
not. It was not. He was the creepy janitor when he asked her. And it was like Pamela Anderson or something. That was... Because I think he did refer to her as Pamela.
Yeah.
Yeah. Old Man Smithers? And then Pamela was like, the creepy janitor? I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you meddling kids and your dumb dog. I'll get you for this.
Oh, but I remember back when Velma premiered and everyone hated it.
Mm-hmm.
There's just a lot of people that were like making their own like Scooby Doo and like their own like redesigns and like what their story would be. And one of them I saw was like, it was like the original gang, but they were just a bunch of old people. And it was just so cute because they're like, oh yeah, Daphne was like, like she's like a fashion, like she was a fashion model, and then she started just like making her own like clothing brand, but then she also like fosters a lot of dogs. And then Shaggy works at like a dog like daycare.
It's all
And then-
dogs.
Well, yeah, the whole thing was like, oh yeah, they all have like their own dogs, and Daphne has like, I think it's like a Great Dane, or something, like just not a dog that she would have. But it was just cute because all of them had like their own little backstories, and they're all like, yeah, we're gonna come back together for one last mystery, because they're like all in their 70s.
They all die from a heart attack. They all die in their sleep
No!
the night before they solve it.
No! But yeah, the person that made that, they're like, yeah, sorry everyone, but Scooby's dead. He's a dog.
That's how it works.
Yeah.
They're like, boo!
Boo, this sucks. But yeah, it was just very cute. They had really cute designs for all of them. I remember I showed you, Sam. But
Yeah, you showed me, and I thought it was fun.
Mm-hmm. I can't remember what Fred and Velma did. I think Velma was like a mystery book writer.
Oh, a novel. I was about to say a novelist.
That's what I was about to say too. But then I can't remember what Fred did. So I'm trying to think if they had him and Daphne get married or if they just all went off on their own.
I don't know.
I can't remember. It's been too long.
Talking about Fred and Velma, I found another quote that was really funny. Velma, it's a two-liner. Velma starts it. I know you. All you care about are swimsuit models. Look, I'm a man of substance. Dorky chicks like you turn me on to.
He smacks her shoulder. It's like, bud.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't remember where I saw like a few people on the internet that were just like, you know what? I feel like at some point in the script, Velma and Fred were gonna end up together, and and
no, James Gunn wrote this movie.
Oh, that's right.
I'm pretty sure he wrote both of them. Like I know for sure he wrote this one. And then he did like more stuff in the second movie, so I don't know if he directed it or just like helped produce it and also wrote it. I can't remember. But I think he was saying that he was originally wanting Velma to be a lesbian in this first one. But then since it was like early 2000s, they were like, no, we can't do that. So that's why she has just a boyfriend randomly put in.
Yeah. Just to make sure everybody knew that she was straight.
Yeah. Same with the second one.
But Seth Green.
But Seth Green, though.
Yeah, the little man.
I'm just thinking of him doing the the Chris Griffin voice, and him being like, the line from the Star Wars, yeah.
You can't take her from me. I can't do the voice.
It's so good.
The Talking Tunes pod has like a really funny bit with Seth Green and Rob Paulson doing a bit where they just read lines from Star Wars.
Yeah, it was just the I have the higher ground.
It was before that, but
it's just that
not to be specific or anything, but
is it Chris and
it's Chris Griffin, and then I think
I was gonna say Carl, but then I was like,
no, I think he just does a random voice. I don't think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I'm only thinking of like Seth like saying the first line and then just everyone just crying, laughing.
Yeah.
So good.
Mm. Well.
Yeah, we'll have to watch that second movie though.
I know. But guys, have you felt like it's summer yet? After talking about these movies, do you feel like it's officially summer? It's been summer for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
But guys, come on. I feel the full aesthetic. I've had a hot dog. I've been in a swimming pool. I haven't had a snow cone. I need to have a snow cone. Snow cone? Well, guys, recommend other movies that we should talk about, or like what kind of aesthetic do you want us to go over? Because we've talked about doing like school movies, like School of Rock and Sky High. Or like talk about different, like we could talk about different series, because we were planning on doing Jurassic Park at some point. But yeah, let us know in the comments of what you want us to do. And we'll catch you in the next episode. We'll see you later.
Okay, bye.
Well, thanks for listening to this episode. If you liked this, you should go check out our other stuff. If you're on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, please leave a review. Check out our other videos on YouTube where we have bonus content outside of our podcasts. And if you like that, please like, comment, and subscribe to also help our channel grow. Recommend us to your friends so they can also enjoy the dynamic duo of a lifetime.
And check us out on TikTok and Instagram at AGS_podcast. And check out my art stuff on Instagram at Babby_Yammy. And we'll see you in the next one.
See ya!